Yeah. So along with you saying that, when you saying far as earning, this is one of the things that bothers me, far as a certain skill level, is doing gigs with guys that's not on the same skill level, but they're getting paid like the same amount of money.
Oh, you salty.
But I'm just saying that there should be some type of line.
Seniority.
Yeah, because
on the scale of 1 to Lowry's, how salty?
Well, here's the
One
thing.
of Lowry's.
So here's the thing. So far as in church, that's a different thing, because most of the time that's
willing workers.
That's not. Yeah, that's.
I'm sick of.
We love you, willing workers.
Nah.
But so playing outside of, I guess, the corporate or the top 40, there's been occasions where I played with musicians, and like the bass player may not be in there, or the drummer, where he's playing everything but the right groove, and he just in his own world. And I like, it's not my place, because I'm just the side man, so it's not my place to.
But Lou, in that same vein, right? So isn't it whoever is the higher person, isn't it their job to vet them? They may have already said, hey, this is what the pay is. Mm-hmm. They should have vetted them instead of finding out that they suck at the musician thing.
So are you talking about the person that's more talented, or the person that's doing the hiring?
The person who hired the musician that sucked, right? Mm-hmm. He gonna get paid because the person who hired him said, hey, this is how much the gig is paying.
But in most situations, that might not have nothing to do with you.
Right. So it don't have nothing to do with y'all good musicians. Mm-hmm. So, but if the hiring said, hey, this is how much the gig is paying, $150, y'all may be getting paid $150 too. But it's up to the hiring. They supposed to know how much that person suck or not. You know,
not
so
not all the time, not necessarily, because in some situations you run across a thing where the person who's let's call it the manager. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I got some feelings, man, but funk my feelings, but anyway,
that's right.
So let's just say it's the manager or whatever. The manager might not necessarily be a musical person. That they might not necessarily.
So why are they hiring for a band?
But because
control company.
Because it might just be their job to fill that slot.
See, and here's another thing with this company. There's been times, from what I heard, there was because this company have 8 to 10 different bands under its umbrella, maybe more than that. But there was one of the bands that they used to have before they stopped using it, to where the lead of that band told me there was a time where he didn't have a keyboard player, but they just got a keyboard and had some guy look like he was playing the keyboard, just for show.
Yeah,
really.
So
okay, well, I see it from their vantage point.
Yeah.
But I've also ran into musicians.
Yeah.
I've also ran into musicians who say, I feel like I need to get paid more because I know how to read music, or because I have these credentials, and it's like, well, whoever is hiring you, right? Like, they know what your capability are, or they supposed to know what your capability is. And like, as a senior musicians, why do you guys feel like, Quentin, you can answer this. Why do you feel like because I ain't trying to talk to y'all too. Quentin, why do you feel like you need to get paid more than a sucky musician who's on the same ticket as you, playing the same music, whether it's right or wrong, playing the same music as you? Why do you feel like you need to get paid more just because you could play better?
I got a different perspective, though.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I don't. But this is kind of, I don't know, this is kind of a little bit going off of the topic a little bit. For me, when I usually come across, it's different because I'm the artist as well. And so I've been in both situations, you know. So I definitely know how it feels. But for me, coming as an artist, and then here's the funny thing, I've been in situations exactly with what he said, especially overseas.
Okay.
Where I'm playing local bands and they just put anybody together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, so for me, I just had to kind of have look at their skill level, kind of rally them up or something, and just try to have as much fun as possible. Not worry about any of the business stuff. Man, I mean, I had one band. Oh my God, I think in this past summer, I went to this small town.
Using Yugoslavia.
I ain't gonna say. They gonna see this. I know they follow everything I say. It was a little tiny country town overseas. I ain't gonna say where, man, but young kids. A couple of the kids were young. So what I always do when I get in situations like that, I try to look at in the rehearsal. I listen to everybody play, and I try to say, okay, and I know sometimes you may not even have a rehearsal, but even if I'm on a gig and I'm spotting things, sound check or whatever, I'm like, okay, I try to see everybody's strengths and weaknesses and just try to build upon that. So if I see somebody that's a little bit insecure, like, or not strong, I try to like push them. Hey, take a solo, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? And usually what happens at the end of the night, they just have so much fun, they so happy, and man, a gig that I just knew was gonna suck.
End
will
up
be
being
one of the
fire.
funnest gigs. The energy would be, man, it was so, I kid you not. The first set, and I tried to build the set out based on the musician skill level and everything. But, and how I said, okay, let me do the songs that they strong on, or songs that I'm really strong on first, get them kind of, chilled out. But man, this particular gig, I knew
always
this first
adapting.
I knew this first set was
musician.
gonna be killing.
Yeah.
We get there and the sound man from sound check completely changed my settings. Did not speak the language. I'm like, no
way.
So like
that sound, man. That
and this was overseas.
Yeah, and in the third
that
song,
can mess up your spirit.
in the third song, I'm like, I went over to the board. I was like, I gotta do this. So I finished the first set.
Because Soundman is your last member of the band.
I'm like, man, because we had a good sound check, and then he went in and changed everything. I said, this is unbelievable.
Oh, man.
So this
like
is what
somebody
happened.
church.
This was so funny. So this is what happened. The next set, we had more upbeat stuff. We had more covers mixed in with some of my original stuff. And I was going to open with a song in their language. The manager that was with me, he said, no. This band, they're fired. This is making me look bad. I said, give it a chance. Let me handle it. Let me do this. I promise you, I'm gonna pep them up.
Because the manager he wasn't musical.
No, but here's the deal too. Even with him, he got me there, and then they had another appointee to book the musicians.
Oh,
and it was absolutely, it was terrible.
Okay.
So this is what happened. I said, no, give it a chance. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do this song in their language. The people gonna go crazy. Then we're gonna hit them. I'm gonna do a couple covers that they know, and then I can finish out with my original stuff. And so I knew they were gonna be strong on their language music. So I came out and did that. The crowd went crazy. We did a couple covers. People got up and danced, and the night was killing after that. Like the people that was folding, I like, go up there to the front. Yeah. So then they started getting excited, I mean, it came together. And it's funny, like the drummer, I was like, I'm finna go play. I literally went back, and as soon as I was gonna go play, I went back there. He had a left hand set up, so I'm like, I can't really play.
Oh, man.
So I tried to kind of play a little bit, but when I did play a little bit, but then I got up, and then for the rest of the night, he was killing. Yeah. I'm like, where did all this come from? You actually can play,
Where was you at earlier?
So the end result,
timid and froze up.
The manager came to me, he shook his head, he said, man, I can't believe this. He
That's
said,
crazy.
he said, we have a saying in the Russian language where you turn shit into bullets.
Oh, shit.
So I was like,
say that phrase.
He said,
wow.
It's a saying in their Russian language where they say you turn shit into bullets.
Wow. Okay, I like that.
And so he was like, I just can't believe what you did. He said, man, I already fired him. I don't know what you did. I said, no, I knew I could push him. We got the sound right on that last song of the first set. So I said, I'm good with that. Even though that first set's supposed to be like coming out hard on them and everything, man. But that second set, I knew I can get the crowd with the I'm about to say the language. I ain't gonna say my word with their language.
Yeah. Well, you kind of already said it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You did.
He's Russian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We weren't in Russia.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So Yeah, so it turned
Come
out
on,
good.
Gid
So
Tails.
so what? In a nutshell, what I try to do when I'm in situations like that is more so than kind of, I just try to push the musicians. And you know what I kind of got that from
encourage
Bernard Wright. Because I told y'all about a gig. He came and played. I was playing keys. He got me out the keys, and he said, "I want you to sing." I was like, "How does he know I sing? You know, he don't even know me. Sing, man." You know, he didn't even know if I could sing or not. But he was like, he kept pushing and pushing, to where everybody's so excited to have him there that everybody just was on their best. You know, and so sometimes that's kind of the way I look at it. I don't really delve into, and I respect, you know, where y'all coming from too, but I don't really delve into their whatever they don't.